Couple little things house cleaning here. First of all, 98% of you, maybe higher, for being such wonderful viewers, such wonderful commenters, being a part of this channel, giving your input, trying to give me tips sometimes, and all, trying to help me in a kind way, not in a mean, grouchy way. And then we got that other little few percent. It always takes one in the crowd, right? I'm trying to tell you how to do it, but you're not listening. Okay. This is more like Frank Sinatra here. I did it my way. Yeah, we'll just do it the Frank Sinatra way, okay? I did it my way. You do it yours. Then we got this person out there. Apparently an expat in the Philippines, or wants to be, one of the two, don't know. But going by the name on the channel. Ain't a channel, it's just an ID, because look, there's no channel. And also being very ugly and trying to shame me and stuff, and trying to make threats to me and all over me sharing my personal story about choosing the carnivore diet. Now, let's talk about that. I am sharing my journey, and it's my right. I'm a channel here. It's my right to share my journey, my experiences. As I've said again and again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm just a regular old Joe out here, and I'm sharing what's happened with me. Now, I am going to take a minute here, and we're going to talk about this, because some people just choose to get really ugly and ignorant. And I will say ignorant. There's a difference between ignorant and stupid. An ignorant person doesn't mean they're not intelligent. They're just lack of information to make a proper decision or choice or be aware of something. A stupid person can't learn that information to make that informed decision and all. They're stupid. They just can't comprehend. They can't learn. They have the inability to where, again, a ignorant person has the ability. They have just not yet learned the information or applied it yet. And that's my take on it. You may have a different spin on that definition. I got this person that really wanted to come down on me in comments about my journey as carnivore. I want to correct using the word carnivore. I want to call this more, for me, it's been an elimination diet, okay? And that's not a new word that I've invented out there. That's actually something that's used in this dietary practice that I am personally going through. No matter how I was trying to eat and how healthy I was trying to eat and trying to put all the food groups in and eat in moderation and all this kind of stuff, I was still having a lot of effects that I did not like, that I felt that something is still not right. So what I chose was just to eliminate everything, because my body, I kept telling Melinda, I'll repeat this, kept telling Melinda, without me doing any research and knowing these labels for these diets or anything, step away from these little happy birds. My body's just craving for a large amount of protein. And so I wasn't just looking at meat for protein. I was eating these moringa leaves, which here in the Philippines called malunggay or balunggay. Moringa is great, man. And now I know here I am, right? You're gonna say, well, you're preaching carnivore, but you're telling how those moringa leaves off of a tree are great. For me, they are. I'm telling you, they are. I feel a big difference. And believe it or not, they hold protein in them. Do your research on it, and you can find out they hold protein. They hold a lot of other healing properties and vitamins and all. So moringa, malunggay, it's really great without a doubt. So there's other things that I would continue to eat too. But I wanted to eliminate down until I could find what's really affecting me or what's going to help me. So I cut it all the way to the basics. Well, the basics were we're carnivores. The basics are we're carnivore. The type of protein that I was getting from those plants was, first of all, was not enough. My body still craved more. I was eating meat, and that's what my body's screaming for. So I gave my body what my body was asking for, not what your body's asking for. Your body might be asking for something different. I think a bunch of us, our bodies was asking for hamburgers and french fries, but that ain't always good, right? Bag of chips. Or coconut cream pie or something. And my plan wasn't to like stay long term on this dietary choice. My plan was to use it as an elimination down to the basics, and slowly, one by one. And I'm big about keeping notes. Okay, I'm not just a vlogger, I'm a logger. I log down everything. My father taught me that. He'd keep these legal notepads, and he would write down everything. And he taught me that, and it'll always come back and help you jog your memory if there's certain events or this and that. He was a businessman, and he taught me that. And thank you, Dad, for teaching me that. And it's been very helpful in my life, okay? What I would do is, okay, so we got the bad things. We got the list of the things that are happening. My stomach's like this. I'm, got this coming out down here. My headache hurts, or I got, my head hurts. I got a little bit of a headache, or got a little bit of blurry vision. My nerves are like this. This part of my body hurts, aches. There's a skin color. Whatever your symptoms are. Now I'm down to the basics. Okay, so how do I feel down to the basics? Well, within the first week, I felt great. And then I went through a dip. Uh-oh, what's this dip? I don't feel so good. I'm a little kind of weak feeling and all. Red lights come on. I'm not going to deny red lights come on for me. But I had done a little bit of homework, because once again, I like data, and I start not just going by one person's opinion or an individual's opinion. I start seeking out these doctors that have had an open mind, been seeing the results and run this through their practice and their clinics and stuff. Well, they have a name for it, and the name was keto flu, because your body is changing energy sources. It's changing where it's getting its energy from. I'm not a doctor. This is what I read. You do your own homework. It's keto flu. Your body's going through a switch for energy. It was counting on all those carbs, those instant sugars that hit your body and spike so fast. And now it's not getting those quick satisfactions. So now it's having to say, well, what other source do we have here? Oh, there's a little bit of fat right there, and here's fat. Oh my God, this guy's covered with fat. We got a lot of food up here now, and man, we got plenty to eat on. He's been storing it, and we just got to figure out how to process this. So your organs, from what I read, I'm not a doctor, not a dietitian. What I read, you do your homework. Your organs, your vital organs are going to have to go through your brain, your chemistry, everything, and gear up for a new source of fuel. And they know what that source is. It's just they've been on the easy street. They've been sitting around. Some of the organs that are made to handle a lot of protein, they've been just laying around sleeping and leaving all this stuff laying in your veins, because we won't have nothing to do with all this cholesterol and fat. We'll just store it. Wow. The sugar system's like, woohoo, party. He just ate a candy bar. Let's rock and roll. So now you kicked him out, man. You kicked that sugar partier out, man. Rock and roll. Just go with my humor here, okay? And you're like, hey man, wake up, man. We need you. Well, you ain't needed me in a long time. Well, we need you now. So all of a sudden, these different organs in your body that are made to deal with protein, they got to wake up and there's your keto flu time. They got to wake up, start doing their job. Now you start burning that fat. You start using up that visceral fat that's poisoning your liver, and all these things happening. And those cholesterols that are clogging your veins and plaquing up your veins, well, now you've got to use that as your primary source of fuel. So it can't store it and lay there clogging you up now. It's got to get on up and move it and turn it into energy. Now that's what I've read, that's what I study. And you do your own homework. You do you. But doctors are just humans, okay? And doctors also about making that money. Cost them a lot to go to school, cost them to get that training, and they really fell in love with their lifestyle of fancy cars and country clubs and nice restaurants and air travel and having all the finest things in the world. Maybe feel a little threatened that, man, he's not going to come see me every other week for all these ailments and problems, and I'm not going to get kickbacks on all these drugs that I'm riding out for, and on and on and on. Maybe he's going to be very opinionated. Is your drug dealer going to tell you to get off drugs? So, my point with that is, see a doctor. But seek out a doctor that's open-minded, is open to be honest, or what they'll also call out there, keto-friendly doctors, okay? So this quote, concerned viewer, says that I'm an influencer and that I'm gonna cause a lot of people to have heart attacks. Well, and that I'm not a doctor. Well, I've always said that. Go back and watch the videos, watch the comments, watch everything. Watch the beginning of the video, even where I stated right on the screen. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian. This is my personal journey. You have a right to share your personal journey. He wanted to say that I'm lying about the hair thing, and he got pretty rude with it. Now I want to tell you, I'm addressing this because it's a good opening topic of how some people's minds are, and you've got to be aware of that. So he says that it's impossible. How's it going, man? He says that it's impossible that my hair is growing out more and that it's changing color. I'll share the comment here, okay? And that's just impossible, and that I must be putting some dye in my hair or spraying something in my hair because I'm trying to look young for my wife so that she don't run off with a young guy. Okay, well, I'm very offended by that because, and this is one of these expats that comes to the Philippines. Tell you what, there's a lot of you great expats that come to the Philippines, but some of you that come here, you were no good back in your country and you're no good here. And then you want to come over here with that same attitude and sit around and attack others. And I just see it happening so much as more expats are coming in the country, man. They're just being nasty with each other. Wish they had a special place for them to go to that wasn't here. Yeah. If they could all just gather them up on one little island, they would self-eliminate. But I'm going to tell you, don't attack my wife. Don't try to act like that my wife's some kind of scandalous woman that's just going to run off of me. You know, I can read a lot into your statement. Basically, in your statement, you're saying that my wife is not loyal. You're trying to say right there in that statement that my wife's only here for the money and that I have to do all these things to keep her satisfied from running away with a young boy. So you're calling her a cheat, a liar, a money chaser, all of these things. And you expect me to stay kind to that and shut my mouth? Man, well, all I can say is you're ignorant. And I'll even go further back on that definition. You're stupid. You're stupid. This person says that they're gonna file a complaint against my channel and put a copyright strike. For that person to file a copyright strike means that they had some kind of content that I used content of theirs and they're filing a copyright strike, like an artist, a musician, another vlogger, a news station, a movie, you know, production company, that they were like, that's mine, that's my footage you used. But for telling my journey, and just because you disagree with my journey, you're going to try to file complaints against my channel? Wow, how crazy, man, how crazy. My skin is really improving, having a lot of improvements. So it's gonna be a little bit of a long video on this, but I want to share this. And you know, if you want to disagree with the diet, disagree constructively. Disagree with a type of tone that discussion could be had. Not me have to create the discussion out of your rant and rave. That's all that stuff that's happening back in America and some other countries in the world right now. And that's a breakdown in our society. And it's a total breakdown in our society. Let's stay where we can talk. Let's have these agrees to disagrees and let's talk. And I'm going to tell you what, that's a whole lot better than slinging insults. Well, I'm going to tell you, that's a whole lot better path. Everybody, thank you for watching. Comment down below. You channel members out there, I really appreciate you. And we've got some stuff ordered right now that's going to be coming in that I'm going to be asking for your addresses. So I will be trying to reach some of you here pretty soon. Appreciate you much, and thank you again.